I'm not going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
when you leave LA,
are you in Lagos?
I want to
in
get
Nigeria.
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after
must.
sex?
Yeah.
Like no.
about every parent becomes the police in the lives of their kids.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So
Guy, never reach me will marry me.
that's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way?
Yeah,
Do you know? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made you like that.
Imagine.
Good evening and welcome to the lounge. My name is Margaret Osazua, and of course joining me as usual is Akpankpa and Munyulua. How are you guys doing today?
I'm fine.
I love this jacket. It looks really colorful.
Cinderella.
Thank you so much.
Cinderella.
Your glasses is giving me the vibes of those teachers that are really mean. Those ones that just come with tests. Unnecessary tests.
teacher.
No, English teacher. It's English.
Yeah, English, yeah. Or biology.
That's the vibe.
Or biology.
Nice. I love it.
Thank you.
Akpankpa, how are you doing today now?
I'm great. And you look nice as well.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I
We
forgot to
try.
say you
Yeah.
look good. I love your color combination.
10 million
Thank you.
bucks.
Thank you. Even though you forgot, but
That
it's
what?
okay. It's one of those. You say you forgot.
But
now.
I remembered now.
No.
Yes, no.
No.
At
When
least
you-
I remembered.
I forgive you.
Moving on.
As a daughter of Zion that I am, I forgive you.
Yeah.
And you know that. All right. Once again, welcome to the show. Okay, so guys, today we have well, let's say a very interesting topic. As usual, every topic here is interesting, but this one is one in a million because we are going to be having the discussion together. So we are live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. That's X. Yeah, I want you to put your comments in the comment section and we'll be reading them, or even as we dissect this conversation here on the lounge today. So here's the conversation. Help! My living boyfriend doesn't want to share bed with me in marriage. Help me, Oara Adugbo. My living boyfriend does not want to share bed with me in marriage. He's asking for advice, or she's asking for advice. So, Akwankwa, let me start with you, since you're the man. This, how will you help this our sister?
Well, you shouldn't get married to him.
Just like that. I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, I feel, and this is me being frank, I feel this is, yes, it's negligible. And it's also very important, but I think it's too petty an issue for you to now start ruminating over. See, if you can't say you can't reach a compromise on it, then don't proceed with the marriage. Do you know why? You don't want to start your marriage on the flimsiest of issues, on the pettiest of issues, and the first thing you are dealing with is, okay, I'm staying in another room, you stay in another room. I mean, because that's the first thing you start dealing with. Before you start getting into the real wahala, you understand?
What's
So,
the real wahala?
I
We'll
don't
get
know.
there. We'll get there. Let me start with you. So, but what do you think?
Okay, I mean, this story, this particular topic, we have to look at it from different angles.
Talk to me.
See Apampa now, straightforward, don't move on. But let's understand that there might be other things that might have influenced this decision, right? As much as we might not agree with it, that why would I want to be sleeping in a different room? I got married to you because I want company, I want your warmth, I want to be in the same space with you. So why would I now get married to you? And you're not telling me to go have another room. But let's understand that people, when you are trying to marry someone, both of you are coming from two different backgrounds. And we should not forget the fact that this man in question, who is saying that he does not want them to stay in the same bedroom, might have a background where his parents do not stay in the same bedroom. And I have seen people, I've encountered people that, older people now, people that are 50 years in marriage, 60 years married, that do not sleep in the same room, right? And will we say their marriage did not work? No, it worked. So if he is saying you don't want to sleep in the same room, they might find a way around it. Instead of just saying it's a flimsy, kiniko, you can just
I hear
manage the whole
you.
situation.
I hear you. But you see, in this case now, I'm just thinking, I might be wrong. I stand corrected. If I'm looking for roommates now, I want to be roommate, so please, so I'm signing up. Who is available? Iris Mando. Thank you very much. No, because it's the truth. Obviously, this particular lady loves the pampering. She loves the cuddling. I mean, the whole idea of this whole marriage thing is, okay, I have a partner, then when I turn, I see you. When you turn, you see me. That's the whole idea. And you know, when this question first came to me, I first asked the question, so when people want to, like, let me use Moyin's words, when people want to have the genital meet and greet, you know, do you now come together in the corridor, like you meet at a point? He will come out of his own room, you will come out of yours, you spread mats in the corridor and meet at a point. What's going on?
Doing things differently, exploring.
So this exploring.
See, when you are doing things the normal way, it might not be sweet. You get it. So if you want to do the genital meet and greet, like I said, they can just be doing sneaky. You know that sneaky thing is always interesting and what great. I mean, once you have access to directly,
it's simple now.
Even if you enter, you will not be sweet again. That just don't know. But if you just jump on it, happen. But if you are having to sneak, like
I used to have an uncle. It's very easy. I used to have an uncle. Once it's time for that, he just tell his wife, "Mommy, so. Go and make my bed."
Wait, what's with that even? That was, sorry, let me digress a bit. What's all this? What is mommy? Let's say mommy in officer. Where is honey? Where is my love?
Yeah.
Where is sweetheart?
That's your way.
That's your generation. Their own generation.
No. My own
where's mommy in officer? What's that?
Like there, honey, darling.
So you will tell the wife and say, "Mommy, so go and make my bed." So the woman understands that night,
go and make my bed.
Is it not sweet like that? Go and make my bed. She said, "No, that bed she make. Let me."
So as you are entering, you
don't know. It's okay.
Okay, giddy go. You know this thing that you guys are saying? I saw something online one time when a particular husband said there is an undies that his wife wears, that when she wears a particular undies, he knows what she means.
It's about to get
and I thought it was a joke. And he was showing us like different kind of undies, like what this one means. I'm like, she's serious, but what's going on? But let me just say, Moyin said, it's exploring. It comes with an advantage. Let's say exploring. But to this particular lady now that is screaming, like for her now, this is something that they've been doing right from when they were not even together. Yeah. I mean, there's even a huge probability that she was even on the same bed with him while they were having this, while she was typing this online and he didn't help. Do you understand? There's a huge probability that was happening. And maybe talk, and the guy now said, babe, this one you're looking at is one of fool. If you enter inside, it's like we marry, we put ring in a finger. But we're not going to be staying in the same room. Now, I understand that women have too many clothes.
Yes.
Let's bring that one. Women have so many clothes. And sometimes, I know one of my aunts, her own room, she has a personal room for her clothes alone. And even in that same master's bedroom, her clothes is still there. So it happens like that, where they say, okay, have your own room because your things are just too much. You will choke this room. But in a situation whereby that's not the issue. The issue is, but that is saying that, no, we cannot. So at night now, you are saying that she should sleep by herself. You to sleep by herself. So if she not needs cuddly, she is pillow she's gonna use. She will hold pillow tight.
But my only issue with this thing now makes it is that how do you really bond when you are sleeping in different rooms? I mean, marriage has its own troubles, its own ups and downs. Days where you guys fight. I believe personally that when you have quarrel with your partner during the day, at night, knowing that both of you will still come to that bed, your back will still touch each other, people will say.
They use pillow them.
No, I understand. But the moment you begin to sleep in different rooms, it just begins to create that wall. You start growing independent of each other. You know that when there's a problem, I'm going to my room, you're going to your room. It doesn't bring that
That's
intimacy.
One disadvantage.
Now, marriage is about intimacy, not just the genital meet and greet, but intimacy with soul to soul, heart to heart, even eat to eat.
Money, I don't know what's going on with Money today, but she's on the roll. Hits to hits.
I get the point. Of course, marriage it's more of bonding and intimacy. That's why I gave that advice. If she feels that the guy is not ready to budge, and she also sees it as an issue, I don't think it is necessary for her. It sounds very harsh, but that's the reality. Do you know why? See, it's most of these negligible things that we don't really consider. Okay, don't worry, we'll sort it out when we get married. You won't sort anything out. If you don't fashion it out, if you don't talk about it now and agree on what to do, they are very small, but they will become very big.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you know, the word they use when it's broken, irreconcilable differences. It starts from we can't sleep in the same room.
Yeah.
So that's why I said earlier that, see, if you feel none of you is ready to budge, if you feel you can't reach a compromise, you feel, okay, you staying in the same room is very important to you in your own marriage for bonding and all whatnot, and he is seeing it the other way, don't go ahead.
Yeah. You know, and funny story is, if we're even being very serious right now, and taking off the laughs and all of that, is the fact that at some point, the second disadvantage is you sort of now become a furniture even in your own home. You know, furnitures are static.
Yeah.
You can't even have conversations. Somebody can just get angry and say, I'm going to bed.
To
And you know that it's his room. You will not get, maybe he has even told you, don't come into my room when I'm not there. Do you understand? You can't even go in there. And that's why I say, why are you getting married? If you want to be a roommate, if you're looking for a roommate, just say, okay, I need a roommate. And that's what's happening now. That's why we have a lot of baby mamas out there.
Yeah.
We have a lot of irresponsible men out there. We have a lot of irresponsible women too. You know, you don't want to take account. As far as I'm concerned, you don't want to be accountable to certain things, because what will make you not want to be in the same space with your woman? And if she's even making it a big deal, you could just say, okay, I could come to a compromise. Because for me, marriage is all about compromise too.
Yeah.
And like you said, this is too little an issue. This is too minute an issue to be something so huge that she's now coming online to say, help me. Oh, like this is somebody that she has been dating. Now, why I feel that your response to it is a bit harsh in itself is because, let's just say this relationship is not 2, 3, 4 years. Some people have invested time, emotion, love in this thing called relationship that is almost moving into marriage. Do you understand? And then she's looking at it. I'm very sure that this person was looking at it in 2 ways. Would this be something that will make me dissolve this marriage? Is this something that will make me dissolve this union?
I think it's better.
She would think, and another one, she would say, after all these years, after all my investment, after my time, after my love, am I going to start again? We need to factor that too.
Margaret, I think that's one mentality that especially women have to do away with. Because your previous relationship, irrespective of the time spent, didn't, or is not working, or maybe you are in a relationship that you've, like you mentioned, you've you know, invested your time, and you're so scared of starting all over again. I think it's one mentality that women especially have to do away with. Do you know why? See, reality over time will show you that there are better person, or there are better people out there, that this issue that it's more of a big deal in your present relationship will be nothing. So I would rather advise that, yes, it looks very flimsy and you look like, is this why you want? It's better to even break at the relationship stage than this becoming a big issue in your marriage. I think at that point, it will become very embarrassing when family will start settling issues. Right? They'll say, what's the issue? Like, they are not sleeping in the same room. I mean, you look two of you will look irresponsible.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, why, in their own case, I think it's outright hypocrisy on the guy's side, because I mean, what reason do you want to have? You guys are cohabiting now. They stay together.
I'm not trying to support the guy, but let me play the devil's advocate here.
Today's your turn.
Yes.
Carry on.
Let's understand the angle of the guy in question. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, it might be from a home where the parents don't stay together.
But they
And
cohabit.
also,
Do they stay in different rooms?
also, the man must have, maybe, I'm just trying to paint a picture here. Maybe he's the kind of person whereby he doesn't like see finish. And it feels like when people stay too long, over and again, in the same space, you get too used to this person. Hold on, Papa. I'm just trying to paint something, what might be going on in his mind.
Yeah. Carry on.
Maybe when you get to stay with this person, you begin to like see the person, knowing the person, seeing something that are irritating about the person. Now, there's this person that I know of. The person has a little bit of OCD. A little bit. I don't know, like everybody now calls it OCD, even if it's just that you don't like that, right? And this person is like, when I get married, if my wife is not as finicky, like she's not tidy and everything is in place, she will not be in my room. And it's not saying they will not sleep in the same room, but she will have a room where she keeps all her stuff. She could go and stay there in case she wants to mess her room up. She can mess her room up, not my own room. Now, see that kind of person, he knows that he has a problem of standing debt or disorderliness. And knows that maybe the woman you marry might not be that kind of person.
Yeah.
So just to maintain peace.
Okay.
In the home, just have your room.
Yeah.
Then maybe you could come to my room, like we could be together.
No.
But
No,
just
let's have drop.
I'm trying to make the picture. It's
Yeah.
like I said,
I like this picture you are
Two,
I
painting.
cannot
two
take it.
persons
No.
that have been cohabiting.
Cohabiting, not let's cohabiting. We don't know whether they're like staying together. It might be go and come.
Whether go and come or
the
go.
moment she's with him, because they're dating now, the moment she's with him, he can tolerate all of that.
No.
But not for
See,
too long. Marriage is a lifetime something now.
Yeah.
Something you won't. You Yorubas will say. Let me translate in English. Something that you will not eat at old age is from when you are a child. You start avoiding it. If you know you are finicky, like you mentioned, and you prefer your own space, you start practicing it from the relationship stage. Even at that weekend that she comes, if you are so blessed you have probably enough rooms in your house, you tell her, please, babe, stay in your room. This is who I am. Not that you are staying on the same bed. Even the weekend she comes, and you now tell...
What if it's one room he has then?
That's what I'm saying. You are staying in the same bed. Even that weekend she comes around, she sleeps over in the same room with you. You do all sorts of things. And you're not telling that woman that when we get married, though, you'll be staying in the different... You look very hypocritical.
You know,
Some people like privacy.
wait, Moyi.
Some people like privacy.
Moyi,
Some like
practicing the
their
privacy.
space.
Moyi, please, let's. Sorry, excuse me, please. Emma Binu, apologies, sorry. But seriously, really? Yeah, I was listening to you. I was like, hey, Gbami, what is it? Well,
I don't like that though.
wait,
Honestly,
just
people are
just
like
in
that.
case, I like to say this during the show. Just in case you are like that, you are joking with yourself. You are playing. In life, you learn, you relearn, you unlearn.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? If you have OCD, you to go and marry a woman that is speak a spank. Go and marry that kind of woman. Nobody gonna hold you. If you marry somebody that is like you, that understands that white must be white, they must not even see one dot of red, that you must not even see mustard color, you know that it's mustard. If you marry that kind of woman, nobody's going to beat you up. You are marrying your spec. You are marrying your spec. It's hypocritical enough that you say you want your private. I don't understand. Please, daddy, brother, be single. Privacy is for the singles. Be completely single. It's agidi, I'm easy to say it. So it can make sense. Two have become one.
Margaret, again, this language of syphilis.
What are you syphilis about?
Your wife.
Your wife.
I know you're going to have to deal with a lot of syphilis in marriage.
Oh.
I'm just trying to paint the picture of this man.
See,
maybe
there's
no picture, ma.
See,
there's no
it's
picture.
a different thing. If from the outset that's the way he is being. Since they started dating, they've been staying in different rooms, and the lady has known him that way. It's a different thing. But you are not practicing this thing. Why do you want to introduce a different lifestyle?
You let me come and tell you what I do. I'm with you.
Okay, if I come for me, I see it's good like this. I cannot, like I said,
No,
I cannot.
you know that when you that advocate is not that
ordinary, I should defend the guy, but I feel it's just hypocritical.
Advocating is not advocating.
Except there is another thing entirely.
Or maybe he really doesn't love her, and like he doesn't love
Probably.
her.
No, see,
Probably.
let me
You know,
let
some
me
people are
say.
just together, like because marriage is a must.
See,
because society
let me
wants
tell you
people to get
something.
married.
If that's even the case, I think that these days we are not in. Okay, I know that there's societal pressure, but I don't think it's so bad now that people don't even have these conversations anymore. Because I know that there's some people that will get married and say, I don't love you. This is a marriage of convenience. There's nothing here. So you know I'm paying you off for what? No, they do those little things. There are people that decide that they don't even want to get married. I just need your sperm.
Yeah, give birth.
Do you understand? Yeah. So these are conversations that adults have, not children. So if you can have that kind of conversation with your partner, why can't you have the conversation beforehand? See, let me in fact now you have added more. Let's add more to the list of dating from the beginning. Now add it. Do you want to sleep on your own bed or do you want us to share bed?
I mean,
so it's not funny because honestly it looks like, it actually looks like a very small issue.
Yeah.
It looks like a little issue. Now let's take it from, you have said the guy's part, let's take it from the girl's part. Let's just say she's one person that likes to have conversations, like she likes to talk. She's not timid. She's not that kind of person that will just be in a room and you not know she's there. She wants to play with you. She wants to touch you. She wants to hit you. She wants to play rough play. We see it happen. We see it happen with couples. When you're out and you see some couples that on the road, you are seeing the man holding the woman, as if the man will not disappear. But she's your own now, uncle. You see people on the road laughing. But this is the way they've bonded. This is who they are. Do you understand? If she's not that kind of person, you're now saying to this person that, see, when we now get married proper, you see there's a divide in this space. So forget all this that we are doing now. When we get married, there's going to be boo. And you expect her to understand you. Have you understood yourself? Because you don't see that you have a problem. There's a problem there. If you want to be private, as far as I'm concerned, you want to live a private life. You want to avoid see finish, brother, be single.
Yeah, that's it.
Just be single.
Don't get married.
Trust me, nobody's gonna blame you. Don't forget people say, brother, you're reaching 50, you have not married. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just be single. Because bringing somebody else's child into that space, you're going to cause her mental stress. And when you cause a woman mental stress, you cannot have peace. That's it. You can't have peace.
When you are starting your marriage on a rocky note, it tends to be a reoccurring thing. Now, marriages that are broken, I'm not a marriage counselor, but I know that marriages that are broken start with the little of things. Before you know it, it's degenerating into another bigger thing. That's why I said, you don't want to start your marriage on the wrong footing. Like, what you are dealing about is, okay, where are you going to sleep? This is where I want to sleep.
What kind of...
And like I said, this is a marriage. This is, you've decided that this is the person you want to live the rest of your life with. I don't think there is a word like see finish. I don't think there should be like a word like privacy.
It should
in
not
marriage.
even be in the dictionary. Remove it.
This lady will be in your face almost
every day. She's gonna mess up. You understand? They say it is in marriage that you see all the fuck up.
You see the good, you see the bad, you see the
that
ugly.
Sweetness that he has been giving you while you were dating. But every week you don't take it to go and buy ice cream. If you get 1 week with brother no one buy ice cream, and he will tell you I'm busy. And maybe that's the week that you know you want to bond. Now, this is not me saying that it's not sweet. Those things are beautiful. I'm just telling you that there are some times that you really get into it and you realize that, okay, it's not kumbaya anymore. It's not the same as it used to be anymore. So what do you do then? Will you now say, no? No. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, somehow you need to come to a compromise. And this particular issue is too minute. I say it again. It's too... I can't even call it an issue. I'm looking at my palm. What is this? I want to sleep with you on the same bed. Okay. Should we be adults? Thank you very much. In the middle of the night, now you're sleeping. Maybe something happens and you want your wife. You will not stand up from your bed.
You make a call.
Cross 7 seas.
No. You have to.
You will not make a call,
babe.
Then you will not. Okay, let's say she now says, okay, come over.
You will not go.
You will not open the door. You will turn the key.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
You will open the door.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
And you will go and meet her.
Now, I'm painting the picture. It's sneaky, but it looks romantic.
Maybe it was kinky. It was kinky. Relax.
Nonsense.
No,
hold on. The way you just painted that picture now, you call. It's just like when you were dating. You give the spark of when you were dating.
Babe, can I come over? Can I come over to your room?
No, hey babe, can I come over? Are you okay?
Look at it.
I said, yeah, come over.
If it's role play, we are talking. If it's role play, we can be having a conversation if it's role play. You know role play, where you dress up funny or you do weird things like that. You call on the phone. I now say, okay, when you are coming, buy a bottle of wine, bring chocolate. Then maybe you are just going to the fridge to pick it, but everything is role play. You're different. You're kinky. You're sweet. You're sneaky. Oh, nice. But you see this one, wrong. This one, you didn't kinky. You didn't sneaky. You didn't sweet. It's wrong.
Yeah,
do you understand? I've been with you for years. We've been cohabiting. Genital meet and greet. You'd have it, Lord Jumo. They and I come to meet you. It will now be. Do you know this kind of things? Kind of people, they will have timetable.
True now.
Yes.
The next thing they will just put timetable. Mondays and Wednesdays, fire down.
Other days, no show face. I don't want to see you.
Marriage is a lot of
What kind
of issues just going on with different people.
Like you said from the outset, and I know that what works in marriages are different, but I feel this disadvantage of this situation is very, very huge.
It's huge.
Before you know it, there will be a huge gap between you guys. it will get to a point that you realize that probably in a week, you guys might not set face on yourself.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I agree with you.
Like, once you get to the house, you just go straight to your
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the essence of now getting married?
And imagine,
you don't even get to talk about the phone like when you were dating that, oh, even if I don't see you, we'll get to
yes.
because we're in the same house, there's no need for me to call you.
And you know, some women are even now very independent in themselves.
Right.
Some people, you know, there's some
They
people
need
that
money, they don't
enjoy.
need support, they don't
Yeah,
need anything.
those are people that enjoy their company.
Yeah.
Like, these ones are introverts to the very core. They enjoy their phone, they enjoy their drink, like only them and their blankets. Don't call them out. If you call them out, they will give you 300 excuses why they cannot step out, because they enjoy the comfort of themselves. Now, if you now go and marry that kind of person that now says, okay, I want to try, and why I marry, and let me start with you that is my spouse, you now give that kind of ultimatum. You are killing yourself, because you will now make her very comfortable in herself that even deep conversations that she should have with you, she can't have with you. You'll be surprised that maybe it's one friend over the phone that she's talking to, and then maybe you overhear it one day and you're like, but why didn't you tell me?
And again,
but you caused it.
And again, I'm now talking about, it's not even healthy. Do you know why? Emergencies happen. Emergencies happen.
She's pregnant. And labor
No, let's leave
Let's even leave
pregnancy.
pregnancy first.
In the middle of the night,
because only God knows when that one will
something
happen.
happens to one of the spouse and you can't scream. And you're just gasping for air. Why the other spouse is deep in sleep,
Snoring away.
snoring away. I mean, while you are thinking of it, if the guy is listening, please think and well. Think and well. But because I mean, I think there's this popular one that this one is not even about sleeping in different. The spouse, the husband and the wife were having issues, and they communicate to themselves writing notes. If the husband is leaving for work, maybe he wakes up early.
I've heard that
write
one
note.
too.
Okay, this is the money. Buy so. This is what I'm eating when I get back from work. That was the way they were communicating, and an emergency that happened because I think the fight has generated to the point that they couldn't even talk. It's just writing note. The lady couldn't write a note, and the lady had an asthmatic attack.
And that was the end.
That was the end.
She didn't make it.
Yeah.
See as we code. You see as we take code.
Relationship,
You see?
Marriage and different problems. I feel like people like this that are having this kind of conversations before married, and you know that this thing is not something you can deal with. If you love that man too much, that you're like, I've invested so many years into this relationship, I guess you guys should just go see a marriage counselor. And on the flip side, while we were growing up, or the kind of church I attend, they teach us all of these things. You get to understand so many things about marriage. And I know that, okay, this is the kind of marriage that is normal. This kind of marriage you should be looking forward to. I mean, even if you don't have that kind of background, you never attended seminars where you talked about that, you were never in that space where they used to teach about all of this, it is fine for you to go see a marriage counselor before marriage to understand all the rudiments of marriage. Marriage is something that you get the certificate even before you enter. So nobody has taught you anything. You don't know how it's going to pan out. It's only good enough for you to go and learn from experts to understand what it means. If you know you have a different ideology about marriage in your head, it's fine for you to go and see and listen. And like I said, people and their family background also matters. Imagine someone saying to me that if he wants to get married to someone, his sister and his mother have to test the person.
Test alone.
Thank you very much. Test in the sense that they will trigger her.
They want to see how angry she can get.
They want to see the other side of her. And I said, why you? He said, you know, when we are dating, everything is just smooth. Everything is just, you will not really show me that side of you that is not really okay. You will not really see all of those things. So my mommy and my sisters, they love me so much. And I'm sure they love my fiancé. But they have to like trigger her. They have to do some things to her to bring out that side that I will not see.
This
And I say, and this one will marry somebody's daughter.
Thank God she even told you.
This one will marry. This is what the girl was saying. It's not the lady. You marry somebody's daughter. Really, a lot of issues. I mean, people should learn about marriage. It's not a sin if you go see a marriage counselor. And even if you don't have access to marriage counselors, there are 1,001 videos.
Books.
On marriage. Books.
But you know,
for you to read on marriage.
But you know the thing here also is, if we're being also realistic, is the fact that people actually go through all these things that you see. People go through the marriage counselor. They've read all the books, and I mean all the books. Maybe the new ones that have come in, that's the ones they've not read. They probably have sisters who have great marriages. They probably have pastors whom they look up to. They probably have mentors, role models. But it doesn't just still work out for them. Now, just in case you're watching the show and you feel some type of way and it seems like you got it wrong, you didn't get it wrong. Life just happened to you and it gets better from here. You know, because sometimes people look on shows and they just be like, okay, maybe it's me that made a mistake. Nobody made any mistake. You came together, it just didn't work. You did your homework. Do you understand? So you did your homework, it just didn't work. But just saying, whilst having this kind of conversation on these particular matters, is to say that there are things that should be discussed.
Yeah.
Before you delve into this thing called marriage. Trust me, nothing is too small to discuss. Even the stupidest of things, like if I put my toothbrush here, will I find it there, or will you use and do your gel tomorrow morning on your head?
How to use toothpaste?
Things like that.
Yes.
Have it. Because when you hear things that actually break homes, you're like, I don't understand. Not that somebody cheated on somebody.
Splashing soap on
toothpaste.
Yeah.
You come to the toilet seat.
I mean, these are issues that scatter
serious destruction. You put me and you wear the same size. You put your leg in my shoe. You flattened out my shoe. You didn't clean it.
Walk into the living room
with a dirty leg. You wore my shirt. You didn't wash it. You stink. You don't bathe at night when you come out. You see conversations like this. Stop asking. What can you do for me? Will you buy me 3 scoops of ice cream? Where will you take me? Which cinema will you take me to every week?
If I was not born, will you
still love me? What did you say about me that first made you land me? You see all the kind of conversations. There are serious conversations to start having now, because honestly, the world is evolving. Like everywhere is evolving. Our mental health, the way we think, the way we reason, everything that we do is evolving. So you cannot be stagnant in this mindset. You can't afford to be stagnant when you think. So I mean, coming from everything that you guys have said, I'm just saying that these are important matters.
Yeah, they are very important.
What do you think?
They are very important. See, like you mentioned, the reason why you guys are a prospective husband and wife is because you've developed an understanding and a level of trust to a point that you can have as much conversations as possible. I mean, there are no go area in relationship and in marriage. When I mean no go area, they are like, okay, these are issues that you must not talk about. You must talk about everything. Everything. Like, and if you hear people that pass through divorce and they give what they are, when they are ruminating and of course they are reflecting, and they ask them, okay, what do you think you could have done better? And when they tell things that led to their, to the break of their marriage, and you just say, wow. So this little thing, it's not even about he doesn't give me money or he's a cheat or no. It's about the little of things. And one thing about marriage is that before you know it, one issue will lead to another, and it will lead to another, and it will snowball into a bigger issue. Yeah. So this issue that you feel that, and some, they can be very dismissive. When you want to raise it, they say, don't worry, we'll sort it out, we'll find it. No.
Those are, you see, these dismissive ones are the ones that you should stay clear of. See,
don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll figure
wrong.
Nothing to figure out.
Don't figure it.
See, at that moment you feel that you figure it out, it might be too late.
Yes.
I used to tell people that I date then that, see, me, I'm very outspoken. When I'm angry, I express it. And I always tell my my girlfriends that, see, if you're angry with me, tell me. Do you know why? I can't keep malice. And I can't stay and live in the same room or be with you when you keep malice with me. It affects my mental health. So if I realize that you don't like to talk, I always tell you that, see, if you're angry with me, if I fuck up, tell me. Don't keep malice with me. Don't give me the silent treatment. Do you know why? I won't be comfortable if you're in the same space. And once you start keeping malice with me and I ask you, okay, what's the problem? Nothing. And I know that there is a problem. It gets to me and I'll start reacting. You might not like it, but I'll start reacting. And before you know it, it will snowball into a bigger issue. So when most of them, they don't really understand. I say, don't worry, I will sort out myself. I said, please talk now, because if you give me the silent treatment, I know myself. And when they feel that, I can't deal with it, some that will stay, some that don't stay, they will go. Because I know that's myself. I can't stay in the same room and I'm saying babe and you're saying no.
I agree with you, Akwankwa, and I agree with you in the sense that you see people that dismiss conversations are the worst kind of people to be in the same space with. Even as friends, you're talking to your friend, you are trying to relay your emotions, like, you upset me, I'm not happy about something. And the next thing they say is, please, don't be labeled issue, don't go too far. I understand what you're saying. You see those kind of people, they're the worst kind of people to be with. Your emotions will just be going on 100 when you're with them. Trust me, your emotions will be on, because you just be like, I don't understand. They will dismiss you like, and some are so terrible. The way they will even dismiss you. Just the way
feel more hurt.
You feel more hurt than when you even came to tell them that you were hurt. So I agree with you on that. Dismiss all the people that dismiss you. Just avoid them. Yeah. Avoid them like a disease, like a plague. When you carry on.
Okay, so my own take would be that, like I said earlier, go see a marriage counselor and learn about marriage before you even venture into it. It is not something that is easy. If I tell you marriage, I've not been married, but it's fine for you to have fears of marriage, right? It's fine for you to be scared of the uncertain. But understand what it means to be a partner to somebody. If you understand that you are an helpmate or you are a partner suitable for this person that you have picked, you should be able to learn to tolerate everything. A lot of see finish, a lot of disrespect, a lot of invasion of privacy comes along with this thing called marriage. You need to understand that you cannot be alone. You're not a stand one person again. You need to say, okay, let's carry our relationship that we are doing, let's take it to the next level. Be ready for all of this baggage to come with it. Even if your parents were not like that, of which I understand that their parents like that, and children have come to understand that maybe that's what works for mommy and daddy. There's no always fight because mommy will stay in her room, daddy will stay in his room. There's no noise, nobody's beating anybody, and you feel like that works. I know, but what worked for them might not work for you. This is another generation, not your parent generation. So learn all of these things.
Thank you, Mingi. And just as we wrap up the show, I will just say that please don't make the abnormal normal. It is not normal. Parents, I think you have the grace now to train up your children, male and female. Train them up well. And for some persons, it is likely the way you were brought up. You were not brought up in love, so you don't know what love is. But trust me, love exists. And parents, it is over to you. It starts with you. As couples, maybe you're in a relationship, you're about to get married, or you're even married. If you've been doing it wrong, please do it right this time. 2 becomes 1. That's what my own Bible tells me. I don't know what yours says to you, but I'm telling you what the Bible says. 2 is now 1. You say see finish, fuck ups, mess ups. It comes with it. There is no 2 ways about it. If you know that you cannot deal with these things, I'm Margaret Osazo. I said that I told you, but you should remain single. Thank you very much for joining us on the lounge today. Thank you so much, Moyi, for joining us on the lounge, and thank you, Akwankwa, for joining us on the lounge. Until next week, Thursday, same time. Bye.
I'm not going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
Why do you leave Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want to
Are you in
get
Nigeria?
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached after sex? Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police in the lives of their kids.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
so guy, never reach me will marry me.
That's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier